Anybody who has a strong daughter would agree, I'm sure, that as a parent you wonder just who her match would be.
Then, one day, after a friend's 21st birthday party, we started to hear some snippets about a person. Then one day we were told that we were going to meet this person. We were a little intrigued, to say the least, as we'd never had a person visit home before. The young man we met, he was very tall and he had a man bum. And I didn't even need to look behind me to look at Paul, because I could feel Paul's thoughts very, very clearly in my head.
First impressions, a little bit nervous. That's good. Means he knows I'm in charge. That's good. I think my voice dropped an octave or two just to make sure he knew I was a real man.
Wherever you go, wherever you've been,
I mean, wow, look at this beautiful couple. We're finally here, hey? Leighton and I feel beyond privileged to be standing here in front of you all, ready to steer the show for the next half hour or so.
In my eyes, the separate identities of Remy and Mackinley have slowly morphed together. At some point, it was no longer a question of them having their distinct paths. They have become intertwined and inseparable. That process takes one final and complete step today.
like a falling star.
Mac, when I think back to the night we met, my first impressions of you that you were kind, funny, and all. But beyond that, there was something about you. Maybe it was the way that you weren't afraid to boogie with me on the dance floor that made a small part of me fall for you right then and there.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you.
Rem, you're my best friend. I could never have imagined that going to that 90s themed birthday party would have led me standing here with you today. Thank you for talking to me that night. Thank you for hunting me down in the days that followed and making the move.
And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time I had with you.
I've had the privilege of seeing and loving so many versions of you. 21-year-old Mac at uni with long hair, Mac managing stores and working insane hours, Sydney Mac thriving in a new city, and perhaps your best version yet, Dog Dad Mac. What I love most about you, and I know everyone here would agree, is your loyalty. You are true to your word and you show up. You show up every day for me, for your friends, and for your family. You are an incredible partner.
From this day, you've brought so much fun and laughter into my life. I could stand here all day and talk about how you're my number one supporter, how you're always there for me whenever I need, encouraging and guiding me through all of life's ups and downs. I love how you love others selflessly and without condition. More than anything, I love your heart, and that I've been given the privilege of loving it for the rest of my life. promise to wake up every day and choose you. I promise to always be your biggest fan, standing by your side through thick and thin.
Mac, I vow to love you when it's easy, and even more on the days when it isn't. I vow to love you in all your forms and versions. When the rest of our life is through, I know that the best thing I've done is loving you.
It is our great pleasure to introduce to you, for the very first time, the married couple, Remy and Mackinley.
May the best you've ever seen be the worst you'll ever see. May the mouse never leave your pantry with a tear in its eye. May you always keep healthy and hearty till you're old enough to die. And may you always be just as happy as we wish you now to be.
Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurting runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt when holding you? Touching more